My name is Mohamed. Um, I was born in Africa. I'm old now, so 1981, a long time ago. Seems like yesterday. I'm a T12 paraplegic, incomplete, so it's like my entire life kind of changed. I'm not no longer. I was an athlete. I played a lot of basketball and stuff like that. So that's gone, and the independence. That's the biggest thing for me. I was never the one to be dependent upon anyone except God, and I was free. Like I moved out of my home when I was like 16, so I've just been independent all my life, and now I feel like I have to lean on a lot of people, and I'm not used to that. Accessibility, availability, price, and that's it's hard enough when you're fully able, but when you're in this condition and uh, just being released from incarceration, there was no pre-planning. Even though there's programs available, they don't really let people know about the programs. So it was just like, there you go. Thanks for the 3 years of your life. Have a good day. And I'm like, I had to have a friend bring a wheelchair. I didn't have access to ODSP. So I didn't even know where to start. I went in and out of the hospital 3 times since like since my injury, and each time I kind of had to find a new place. I was circumstances ended up that way, and and each place was more challenging and less accessible, and it was like rooming houses because like I didn't have the revenue set up for an apartment like this at that time. Everything took time. But in the meantime, I needed somewhere to live. So it was kind of like I had to take what I could get. And I was trying to find a place like with some help, but mainly from my bed in the hospital. So it was like a challenge just to even, I couldn't even go and view the places. So sometimes I would have to just accept a place without even seeing it. First time it was an apartment building. I mean, it was like a rooming house, and I had to go up 2 levels of stairs to get into my apartment, my bedroom, and that was brutal. And the shower was really tough because it was a bathtub, and I didn't have the benches. I didn't even have a occupational therapist. I haven't seen one yet at that time. I didn't even really know what the system was, like how you have to apply for these things. I had no idea, and it was super dangerous because any fall could move something or dislodge something. So it was super hard. And then my second apartment, there were some promises made to install a ramp, and those promises were broken. So I would have to leave my scooter in a really public sidewalk in a main street, and then go up a set of stairs, and then fight with a really heavy fire door just to get into and then a secondary door. And then it was like after that I didn't want to leave because it was such a fight just to get in, and it was brutal, and it was very limiting and depressing, emotionally, physically challenging, and yeah, it was hard. The turning point came with the help of Sherry from Spinal Cord Injury Ontario. She was immediately like, "Oh my God, this is not suitable for you." I'm like, "Tell me about it." So she didn't. A lot of people said that, and a lot of people were empathetic, but she took the initiative, and she literally like the day after told me, "I got a place I want you to see. Come check it out." And I've spoken to Coda. She did the legwork for me, and we realized that we could just transfer my rent from there to here. There was no lease that was holding me back. It was monthly, and but I did have to apply for this place on my own, do a credit check. But I brought a friend to support me as a co-signer, just in case, because I didn't want to risk losing it. But she made the initial contact for me. She found the place. She set up the appointment for me. She made my life. So she was exactly what I was looking for the whole time. And it wasn't just empathy; it was action. And she literally at least got me through the door. and then I had to do the paperwork. And then once I got accepted, it was just I can never thank her enough. ODSP total budget before rent, um, I believe it's a rough math, but it's about, for me and in my present condition with the supplementary stuff that I have for transportation and diet, it's not like the base number, but it's still super hard to get by on. Much appreciated, but I think it's about 1,100, maybe 1,050. So my rent, my portion of the rent that I pay, that the quota pays the rest. The total rent is, I think it's more than 1550 now, something like that. It goes up every year, but I pay, I think 550, I believe, and quota supports me with the rest. So that's where they come in, and with ODSP and the income from quota, that's how I'm able to afford the place that I need. A person who's not eligible for the extra like supplementary things that I've got would probably get like $500. That's just for the living allowance, kind of monthly, and then it would be like maximum of I think $535 per rent. So nobody, you couldn't even afford a room without the extra support like that I have, like from quota. Let's say there's nothing decent anywhere in the city, even a room that you're gonna get for that number. So you would have to cut into your monthly groceries budget and et cetera, et cetera. And at the end of the month, you'd just be running around with $100 in your pocket for the whole month. And I don't know how anybody could survive without the extra support that I've gotten. For me, I would, my bathroom is like always my go-to, but also like I think the sinks are lowered, but mainly it's my shower. It's a walk-in. It's massive, so I have enough space for a bench. I have bars on all the walls that keep me safe, and it's easy access for myself and my PSW, and it's just super comfortable and a blessing. And the shower also is low, and it has like an attachable hand, so you can kind of move it around and take care of the hard to reach places. And the whole time you're like, my old place, my PSW could barely fit in enough to support me. It was like such tight space. So this is just a lot more open and concept, and a lot safer overall. So that's my main thing. For me, that's the biggest joy that I get out of this place. I love the space. I love the open concept. I can get by in my wheelchair without running into things. I can breathe. I wake up in the morning and I'm happy to be here. It's not like, I think your environment affects at least me, it affects your mood, and that affects your mental health. So for me, it's I love everything about it. I love how modern. I love how open it is. I love the high ceilings. I feel I can breathe. I don't feel cooped up, and it's honestly a boost for my mental health just to wake up in here every day and just be happy to be home. There was no, I couldn't even dream of having a place like this before. This is very necessary for just living and being safe.